it's not the idea.
Here we go then. 15 minutes coming up. Q1, some big players in this as ever. When isn't there a big player? Next year.
In every single session so far, what a return it's been.
Probably the deepest in this 15-minute session. We would have see if we can spot that rear squatting. Hard to tell from that particular shot. Has got himself into Q2 more often than not. Still not found himself perhaps on the front row.
Yeah, he certainly has. Joan Mir at least already in Q2, despite that Henschel here tomorrow. Joan Mir, there is the unfortunate Danilo Petrucci then. Something here that it now means that we know for sure that Iker Lecuona and Danilo Petrucci are on the job market.
They certainly have. Simon, thank you.
Just wanted to add, guys, looking in Hervé's eyes while he was talking, reading between lines.
Yeah, of course, you can understand that.
Yeah, I mean, they must have known the writing was on the wall. I would imagine that Iker Lecuona and Danilo Petrucci had kind of got their mindset that potentially that World Superbike's potentially the next stop for Petrucci, or will he move into the off-road sector? Who knows what
the top really for Oliveira fifth
up in the Q2, because qualifying again in his second season in MotoGP has not been his forte. We do get the torrential downpours tomorrow. Well, we know already in his short MotoGP career, Alex Marquez behind a certain Danilo Petrucci.
Alex Rins comes across the line to stretch his advantage, then a 20 does. Brad Binder might just though move into second in a moment. The South African coming behind then. Where does this put Brad? Second, 24.050.
Yeah, quality 2.9, not good enough though to nudge Rins or Binder out of those two top places right now.
Oliveira, Bastianini and Oliveira though have just gone through sector 1 fastest of all. Likewise Binder.
The yellow flares are about to soar in the final stage of the season. All being well, we get fans back through the gates.
Yeah, and he might just lose a place as a result of that as well, because his teammate's on a good lap, and so is Enea Bastianini. 9 for Alex Marquez. The LCR rider then moves up into the crucial
spot in that top 2. You can see him activating the Ducati ride height device, and he lunges himself up into 4th in FP1 yesterday morning at 23.773. He's put him top ahead of Alex Rins. Pedrosa was briefly in
the course, fighting through the pain barrier after a high side right here yesterday. Brad Binder there.
Rins can't relax. He's only got just over a 10th ahead of fellow Alex Marquez.
Yamaha SRT's team at the moment. Rossi in 8th, Cal Crutchlow in 10th place. Once he gets his home racing at Misano. Still yet to have any official confirmation. Alex Marquez there.
Christophe Bourguignon right now. And Marquez doing a pretty good job in 3rd place. Can he find that 10th and a half he needs?
Soft rear tyre goes in. You do wonder, don't you, Matt? I mean, an Austria
away from MotoGP and be stuck on that 199 podiums. You know, to be one shy of the double century when he before now.
I mean, it does seem unlikely based on what we've seen so far this year.
But something special to sign off what's already one of the greatest careers we've ever seen.
I'm absolutely delighted for Valentino Rossi that he is going to be able to actually perform his last dance if it stays that way for the rest of the year. There's 5 minutes left of Q1, and at the moment Miguel Oliveira, despite that injury Q2, he's a 10th clear of Alex Rins, who in turn is just 800th clear of Alex Marquez.
Last night he was in a local hospital getting MRI scans on that damaged right hand. There was a few whispers and murmurs around the Spielberg. It'll be a real flip for Oliveira. Here is Rossi there. Last time attack of the session coming in for him, potentially of the day.
Matt, Sky Italia are announcing that the deal is done. Maverick Vinales and Aprilia.
Again, that's been around sort of for 5 weeks, hasn't it? I mean, it looks like maybe finally.
We'll let you know. We'll concentrate for now. They're on qualifying. Danny Pedrosa up in sector 1. What a story that would be if he could get through to Warp here from 6 or 7 years ago. Valentino Rossi, in fact, is...
These two locked horns together in MotoGP on numerous occasions from 2006. Then Valentino Rossi, a 9 times world champion, 7 times in MotoGP, and Danny Pedrosa Valentino Rossi really did benefit from that reference to Pedrosa ahead of him. He goes up ahead of the Spaniard into fifth.
It's gone wrong. It's something big. It's just happened to Binder in sector 3. Now, he was up in sector 2. Opportunities here to try and muster his way into Q2.
The Pedrosa test rider signing by Pit Bar, who we just saw right on the scope. So really, KTM test rider, what a signing, an astute signing that has proven to be, because Danny Pedrosa, heaping praise on him, and again Pedrosa. Now, he was good in sector 1 on the last lap. I was about to say, the little samurai rolling back the...
It's already been cancelled. It wasn't going to be good enough for second place. It would have put him in 3. It was a 23.978, but it's been behind. You know he's going to give nothing short of 100%. Pol Espargaro, let's get these two over the line. Brad Binder trying to find something. He's only going to get Marquez and Rins are both charging. Oliveira 23.552. Espargaro can't quite make it.
Is that enough then from Oliveira? Behind Enea Bastianini. Bastianini goes top. Marquez goes second. And Oliveira's pushed out of it. Can you believe it? Massive lap now coming up for the Suzuki man. He's got one more crack at it, but he's only in 4th place. Bastianini
into Q2, and the checkered flag's about to come out. Can he do it now? What a story this would be from the little samurai as he powers.
Pedrosa, a 1:23.730. It's the best he can hope for. Top,
because he was not on another flying lap. Binder won't make it either. I don't think he's got enough in the tank
for him either. Yeah, Enea Bastianini then exceeding track limits that are coming through. Yeah, Alex Rins has got nothing. Salvadori's hitting the dirt late on. That looks like it's coming through as well. Turn 8. That is a rapid right-hander.
Job from him for the second time then this season. Alex Marquez,
some basking hot conditions earlier on. Alex Marquez then it is that comes through Q1 with a 1:23.5 exceeding track limits. Missing out were Alex Rins, Danny Pedrosa, brilliant in 4th, had a Pol Espargaro, 34 points. There you go then, these are the men in qualifying 2. Pecco Bagnaia, Fabio Quartararo, front row start for the 23-year-old.
You just wonder as well, can they get that bike fixed so he's able? He started FP4 with, so he does have that squatting device. Jack Miller exits pit lane as well. That famous day in Argentina.
Johan Zarco then heading out for Sir. Our team was brilliant in FP3, 4th place for the rookie, and of course he knows his way to the front row. And to pop discount this man as well, Bagnaia, an excellent Saturday for him, top 2 in both sessions.
Not going out for the first session to try and salvage anything.
Just trying to keep the swelling down. You just wonder whether there's perhaps a small crack or a hairline fracture somewhere. Just the fans on the outside of turn 1. Can he make it? Another pole position and continue his outside.
I believe you've been trying your very best to try and get some reaction from a rider from Q1, but at the moment nobody wants to play.
I mean, obviously I wanted to get a reaction from Lucio at the end of the session. That's right. He's in a debrief, doesn't want to talk, same as Carl. Rins vanished before I even got to his garage, that he went outside the track and got his lap cancelled, but sorry about that, folks.
Not to worry, Simon, not to worry with you. He will take it. Front 2 rows, he would see that as a great opportunity. It would certainly be a tail, wouldn't it, if Tranmere, with that new squatting device, actually
in Aston. And then following up in 2nd place, there was clear evidence there of the squat device on that Suzuki working in the 5 from the original pole.
Will we see the first ever sub-23 lap? A pole position. Quartararo here is on course to smash Miller's best. This is going to be into the Pecco Bagnaia also on a decent lap. Here comes Viñales. He gets a 23.9.
Front row of the grid, the man we need to pick up now though, right on cue is this man Fabio Quartararo, attacking hard into turn 10 now. 23.259. He obliterates the field at the moment. Mari Viñales in 2nd place, but nearly 6.5 tenths. Find himself going up into 2nd place. Don't think he's going to have anything to trouble Quartararo. Mere 2nd. This would be a huge 0-0. That was close to Quartararo, to be fair to the Aussie.
Martin goes to 3rd on the front row. Quartararo to 2.
He will want that first 1:22, won't he? So good in qualifying.
2 tenths up in sector 1 for Jorge Martin as well. Number 89 on the Pramac Ducati. 1:23. Oh, he looked like he was wrestling there to keep the bike within track limits, did the Frenchman, out of the final turn 10.
We are going to see our first ever 1:22 lap of this famous Red Bull Ring. Will it come from front row? Couple of tenths behind Fabio Quartararo. Here comes Jorge Martin.
Oh no,
it's gone. That's gone.
Still a very good time, but it will be chalked off, I'm afraid. He went into the green. That probably is lines through turn 1 as well, so that next lap won't go for him. What about Pecco Bagnaia? He's only 600ths down through sector 2.
Still no sign of Oliveira. 11 rides of time, set time lapse in this session. So, as it's 5, on the front row with M&M, the 2 Ducati men, 2nd and 3rd, just ahead of
Vinales 5th, Aleix Espargaro 6th. Further back, Nakagami Bagnaia through Q1 is 11th, and we're yet to see a time set from Miguel Oliveira. That looked like it was going to be pole position for Jorge Martin, and to be pole position number 19 of the career of Fabio Quartararo, his 16th in 4.
Just see, he was carrying so much lead angle and desperately trying to get the power down for the slingshot out of the final corner to it. But at the moment, he's still on course for the front row, which will be a real top job by the rookie. You can just see there how much effort, how difficult and hard it is for him to get that excruciating turn. The Spielberg sequel here next weekend, it could be a painful experience for Miguel Oliveira in 7 days and 8 days.
3027. It's a 123.075 set by Quartararo.
165 miles an hour in 5.2 seconds over about 800 metres. Pretty impressive. Start and then get a good start and then try and break away, because if he gets mired in a pack, the Yamaha honestly by this motorcycle, the Ducati, it will be incredibly hard work for Fabio Quartararo and Maverick Vinales. So 5 minutes or so.
Who is Marc Marquez waiting for? You could see Santi Hernandez looking further down pit lane there. Those will need a time.
Could be Miller. Might be Miller. Adding to the Miller slush fund. Thing is, you know, Jack's not going to care one iota about that, do you?
What a lap coming in here from Pecco Bagnaia whilst these guys all feel
coming. Who's going to register it first? Who's going to take pole position here in Austria?
Oh, it's close.
Bagnaia will settle for that, no doubt about it. Here he comes then, firing the Ducati out of the final corner. Oh, he's gone pole. Still wait for it, but a 123.03 from Bagnaia on pole.
Saw some epic celebration. Man on pole at the moment. They've got both of their factory riders on the front row.
Mir now, that he'll be desperate just to keep it an excellent return for the Suzuki man, particularly considering early on in FP4 he was on the day. He was so good in qualifying in Moto3, wasn't he? Record-breaking number of lightweight World Championship poles. Martin, Johan Zarco, he's starting to wind up for his pole attack as well.
Two folks, the Pramac Ducati rookie, we should remind you, Jorge Martin, is rounding the final corner. It doesn't look like he's at a record, and it is a 1:22.994.
Brilliant. The Pramac Ducati boys celebrate so much. I think one of them is around the Red Bull ring. Johan Zarco on course for the second row in 5th. Now that could be knocking Juan.
Does he extract that speed from a motorcycle that he barely knows on a circuit he's never been out on a motor?
Got Fabio Quartararo. The clock's ticking down, 90 seconds remaining here in Spielberg. Jorge 18 laps and clung onto a stunning podium.
Marc Marquez is trying to find something in the
second in 10th place. He'd have certainly been anticipating to be a lot higher up than that. So then Fabio grew up 1 place and split the 2 Ducatis.
This is an important lap coming in here for Joan Mir. Can he get himself back onto the front 2 rows? It would be. Is the run for pole though still on for Fabio Quartararo?
It really is. And crucially, Quartararo will get over the line for 10th place at the moment for him. He moves up 3 spots to 7th. He's got 1 more lap.
Fabio Quartararo is about to come around the comes across the line now, and he goes pole at 22.958. Another new lap record from Fabio Quartararo.
Marc Marquez also. Oh, that was loose. Very loose. So it's Marc Marquez up at turn.
Waved yellow flags into turn 1.
It's been a nightmare for Maverick Vinales. He's down in 10th place. So was Quartararo, exceeding track limits. He was. Marc Marquez had just set the fastest first set on the way in. Yeah, it just never got settled at all, did it? And as he committed to the corner, tried to hit the apex. Oh no, this is live, isn't it? I just thought we were seeing a replay
track
there.
Limits at turn 9. Turn 9 it was then for Fabio. It's there, and he'll know.
Crystal clear.
He'll know. There's no arguing that. It's a shame because it was a lap record for Fabio Quartararo.
And it decided the crucial positions as well. Congratulations. For the second time the Red Bull ring. He was the first man to break into the 122s. Of course, Fabio Quartararo's 122 was scrubbed off. First gear tip-off for Marquez. No real major damage done to bike or rider. Will he be in the victory shout again? will it be another last
on
caution?
a grandstand, and yeah, let's try to make something great tomorrow.
Congratulations.
To Jorge, that did something incredible, but we are happy.
Big congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, anyway, really happy, and the points are tomorrow, so I will try to bat the points.